The film opens on Laurelyn's tired yet beautiful face as she leans against an airplane window, staring out at an uncertain horizon. As the plane touches down in Australia, Laurelyn exhales in relief and gently wakes Addison, who is still half asleep. Addison jolts awake and comments on how quickly the trip passed. When Laurelyn hears that Ben, Addison's brother, is eager to meet her, she immediately refuses and tells Addison not to set her up.
You know I'm not interested in dating, which is why I'm here. Fine.
As they enter the airport terminal, Ben greets them warmly, hugging Addison before smiling politely at Laurelyn. She responds courteously, and Ben assures her that he's always heard good things about her. Laurelyn also meets Zach, Ben's friend. After some light joking, Zach suggests they all go out for drinks that night.
You ladies keen to go out for a drink tonight?
Ready to go.
That night, they arrive at a local club, buzzing with energy. The song This Deja Vu plays as Laurelyn stands with a glass of wine, quietly observing the crowd. The audience soon encourages her to sing. Nervously, she steps onto the stage and tells everyone it's her first night in Australia. As Laurelyn becomes lost in the music, the camera cuts to a shadowy corner of the club. A commanding, mysterious man watches her closely. He calls over a waiter, places a large bill on the table, and instructs him to find out who the girl is. The waiter returns with information, explaining that Laurelyn is the best friend of Ben's sister, and that she only met Ben and Zach that day. Later that evening, as Laurelyn leaves the bar, she accidentally bumps into the mysterious man. He asks her to dance, but she declines, saying she's too tired. Friday arrives quickly. Laurelyn prepares for the dinner, wearing an elegant and striking dress that leaves Addison speechless. At the event, the atmosphere is formal and grand. Addison dances happily with Zach, while Laurelyn reluctantly dances with Ben. Suddenly, a staff member informs Ben that one of the wines is missing.
But we are having some trouble finding Merlot.
Oh, my vintage is restored. Okay.
No hurry.
As Laurelyn stands watching others dance, the mysterious man from the club appears once again, now revealed as Jack, also known as Lachlan. With complete confidence, he approaches her and says,
If I recall correctly, I believe you owe me a dance.
As they dance, Jack asks about her being American, and she responds playfully. When he wonders why an American girl would come to Wagga Wagga,
What a yank like you doing in Wagga Wagga.
My best friend invited me to spend the summer.
he compliments her accent and asks where she's from, to which she replies the American South. When Jack finally asks why she left her life behind, Laurelyn admits she needed time away from everything to clear her mind. Mid-dance, Jack suddenly proposes dinner the following night. Drawn to his mystery, Laurelyn agrees and gives him her address. Jack suggests his driver pick her up at 7 o'clock. Before he leaves, Laurelyn asks for his name. With a sly smile, he tells her it's better she doesn't know yet, saying it keeps the excitement alive. The next scene shows Laurelyn sitting across from the mysterious man at a restaurant. She jokingly asks if all the secrecy is because he's married. Calmly, he replies that he's simply private and that marriage has nothing to do with it. He's single.
You married? With a wife and 2.5 kids?
I'm secretive, but it has nothing to do with being married.
Then he makes his strange cinematic proposal.
You'll never know my real name. When 3 months is up.
You're crazy as hell. But you already know that, right?
Shocked and offended, Laurelyn accuses him of assuming she's only interested in money. Unshaken, he promises her 3 dreamlike months that will fulfill every fantasy she's ever had. Laurelyn refuses, stands up, coldly ending the evening with,
Please call your driver and ask him to take me home. Have a nice life, wherever you are.
The next morning, everything changes. At the door, Laurelyn and Addison are stunned to find an extravagant breakfast spread, roses, and a note that reads, "You won't regret saying yes," signed by Lachlan. Torn between logic and temptation, Laurelyn finally gives in. That night, Laurelyn meets Lachlan again. He admits that Lachlan isn't his real name. Playing along, Laurelyn introduces herself as Paige Beckett. Laughing, she jokingly claims she's 17, but Lachlan quickly replies that he's almost twice her age and warns her to be careful. She then admits she's actually 22. Lachlan confesses that their meeting at the party was entirely planned. He had the waiter gather information about her and even arranged for his friend's wine shipment to go missing so she'd stay longer. Laurelyn laughs and calls him a master manipulator. What he doesn't reveal is that he owns one of the largest vineyards in Australia, only saying that he works in the wine business. Lachlan sends her another gift to show how much he values her. Behind these tender moments, danger begins to surface. Lachlan learns that his vineyards have been deliberately set on fire. Inspectors confirm it was an act of malice meant to destroy him. Though anxious, Lachlan hides his fear to protect Laurelyn. He later takes her to his grand estate at the Avalon Vineyards. Laurelin is stunned by the sight. Lachlan insists he only works for his boss and that the mansion isn't his. But everything, from the housekeeper Mrs. Porchley to the smallest details, suggests otherwise. The estate is empty as Lachlan has given everyone leave.
So no one's around to hear my screams?
Lachlan smirks and tells her she's only just beginning to understand what this is. The story reaches a turning point in the wine cave, a dark, cool place filled with the scent of aged wine. Among the barrels, Lachlan asks in a voice that allows no escape if she will be his. Completely entranced, Laurelin whispers yes. He presses her to repeat it, and she finally declares with her whole heart that she is his. In that cave, they seal a pact that goes far beyond their original agreement. What Laurelin doesn't know is that Lachlan's true identity and the enemies surrounding him will soon turn this dream into a nightmare. Jack keeps Laurelin hidden from his family, especially his mother. When questioned, he insists Laurelin isn't his girlfriend and claims their relationship is just a game. Despite this, the two spend extraordinary days together. Weeks pass as Jack takes her to the finest restaurants, vineyards, and homes. He travels with her, laughs with her, making her feel alive again. Reality soon intrudes when inspectors confirm the vineyards were poisoned with glyphosate, an act of personal revenge. Audrey, a cold and unsettling woman, appears in Jack's office and tries to pull him back into the past. Jack firmly tells her he's with someone else. Audrey mocks him.
This new girl doesn't even know your name. Just another one of your fake relationships.
Enraged, Jack accuses her of being behind the attacks and orders her out. On Jack's birthday, he goes to his parents' house, leaving Laurelin alone at the villa. To pass the time, Laurelin practices a difficult pole dance routine as soft music fills the house. Suddenly, she notices a stranger watching her. A sharply dressed woman stands in the doorway and calmly introduces herself. She explains she left Jack at his parents' house and claims to be Audrey, his wife. Laurelin is devastated. Audrey orders her to disappear, claiming she tolerates Jack's moral flaws for the sake of their children. Broken and humiliated, Laurelin decides to leave before Jack returns. When Jack comes home, he finds Laurelin packing in tears. She accuses him of lying and tells him Audrey came to the villa. Jack insists he has never been married and immediately calls his mother on speaker. Margaret confirms he's never had a wife. Jack then reveals the truth. Audrey is a stalker who has haunted him for 3 years and destroyed his vineyards to force him into the open. Realizing the danger she's been pulled into, Laurelin finally understands the true cost of their agreement. That night, free of contracts and secrets, they are together honestly for the first time. Laurelin whispers that she loves him. The next morning, she cooks breakfast and hugs Jack tightly before he leaves. He jokes that she's acting like it's the last moment, but Laurelin stays silent. She knows she can't survive the official goodbye. When Jack returns home early, he finds the villa empty. Mrs. Porchley tells him Laurelin left that morning. In the room, he finds the guitar and a letter. Laurelin explains that she left early because she fell deeply in love and couldn't bear to say goodbye. She thanks him for turning every fantasy into reality and says goodbye forever. Jack rushes to the airport, but it's too late. Laurelin is already on the plane, returning to America. No matter how hard he tries, he can never reach her again.